The November 18th, 2015 meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Daniele? Mr. Haney? Chairman Michike?
Here.
Ms. Taylor? Mr. Wilcox?
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who is not signed up to speak would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none, the next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. We have the September 30th, 2015 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. Next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 15-327, authorize intermunicipal.
Moved by Legislator Taylor, second by Legislator Daniele. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-328, acceptance of a grant.
Moved by Legislator Daniele, second by Legislator Taylor. Is there any discussion? Legislator Haney.
Through the chair, I noticed that Ogden is not included in the distribution this year for this program. Is there a reason for that?
Through the chair, this is kind of a grant program. They have to apply through our Traffic Safety Board, and Ogden chose not to participate.
What is the, and through the chair, what is the basis for the allocation of funds between the various entities?
Through the chair, each entity applies for what they think they can use, and then depending on what we get, we allocate, if we don't get everything that we've asked for, which we didn't this year, we allocate, take a percentage off everybody's, equally.
So, like, through the chair, everybody would get like 88% of what they asked for?
Correct. That is correct, through the chair.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-329, authorize.
Moved by Legislator Taylor, second by Legislator Daniele. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-330, authorize an intermunicipal agreement.
Moved by Legislator Daniele and seconded by Legislator Taylor. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-347, concur with the City of Rochester.
Moved by Legislator Taylor, seconded by Legislator Daniele. Is there any discussion? Legislator Haney. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-376, authorize intermunicipal agreements with
Moved by
Orleans County.
Legislator Taylor, seconded by Legislator Daniele. Any discussion? Legislator Haney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through the chair, as I understand it, this is a new activity that we're entering into with these counties this year. Are we fairly certain that $20,000 will cover all of our costs to offer these services to, I think it's Orleans and Genesee counties?
Through the chair, I believe it is for $20,000 per county.
Right.
And based on the amount of morbidity in those counties, we believe it will be more than adequate.
Okay. Through the chair, how will the actual billing take place? Is there obviously you're not going to bill them $20,000. Is there a fee schedule for different services or something?
Through the chair, I believe it is a contract they are entering with us where that will be a flat fee paid for the services that we will be available to provide.
So through the chair, like Orleans County is agreeing to pay us $20,000?
Through the chair, that is correct.
Even though theoretically they might not use any services?
Through the chair, that is correct. They are required under New York State guidelines to maintain adequate opportunities to care for TB patients. So they have changed their contract to be with us.
And for these small counties, it's cheaper for them to do it through us than try to do it on their own.
Through the chair, that is correct, and we think they're getting better expertise.
Right, that's probably true. Through the chair, do you think other counties will, like I would think Wayne would be in the same position?
Through the chair, we have already been asked by Yates and Ontario County if we would consider doing this, and at this juncture, we'd like a couple months to get our feet under us and do this well, and then discuss whether or not we would expand. The New York State Bureau of TB Control has also asked us to consider other counties neighboring us.
That's great, thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-382, authorize an intermunicipal.
Moved by legislator Daniele, seconded by legislator Taylor. Is there any discussion? Legislator Haney.
Mr. Chairman, there are, I think, 3 similar introductories here, in which the city, in each case, the city is making some kind of an improvement in a county park, and we're entering into an agreement to let them do that, but I'm puzzled as to why they're doing this.
Through the chair, I am not exactly sure. I know that the first item that you're discussing is a gift because they would like to help the youth baseball at Charlotte, which they play in Ontario Beach Park. So they're assisting with that funding.
So through the chair, they're doing this with their own funds, not grant funds?
Go ahead, Phil.
Through the chair, it's a combination of both money from the city that they're providing, and in the case of the ball field improvements and the concession stand, the teams and the organizers of youth sports on this field had sought and secured money from Senator Joe Robach.
Through the chair, in the case of this one, as I understand it, they're building a restroom facility and a concession building. Who is going to operate the concessions?
Through the chair, I believe it's the Charlotte Youth Baseball Association. Don't quote me on that exact name, but it's Charlotte Youth and
Okay.
Baseball are definitely in the name.
So, and they're going to be the keeper of any profits that are made, I assume?
I believe so, yes, through the chair.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-383,
Moved by legislator Taylor, seconded by legislator Daniele. Any discussion? Legislator Haney.
Again, this is a $75,000 project. Is there some reason why the city is doing this?
Through the chair, Mr. Haney, I'm not sure if you know the location of this, but it is next to the lily pond across, okay, so it's next to the school.
Right.
And I think that they wanted to put the equipment close to that location, and it just happens to be that that is county park land.
Oh, there's a city recreation facility in the school.
Yeah, I believe so, right next door, yeah. It's, if you didn't know, you would think that that was the school's property. That there's a little ball diamond there, too.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other discussion? Legislator Daniele.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration. I notice on this one, it's a time period of 10 years. The previous one was a time period of 45 years. And the next one we're talking about is a 1 year. What exactly is the time period for? I mean, 10 years to allow them to use it, and then at the end of 10 years, does it revert back to the county, or is it, I mean, or 45 years? Like, I guess I don't understand the time period.
I believe, through the chair, I believe that's just the life of the equipment. Typically, anything that's built or improved upon that's in our park would be ours. That's part of the accepting of the gift, so.
So through the chair, so we'll maintain the equipment
I would say yes, we probably
for
will.
the 10-year period, and then after that, we could choose to replace it, stop maintaining it, or give it to the city to deal with again. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. None opposed, item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-384, authorize an intermunicipal
Moved by
agreement.
legislator Taylor, second by legislator Daniele. Any discussion? Legislator Haney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The transmittal says this is for construction of a path through the lighthouse property in Ontario Beach Park. Where is the lighthouse property? Are we referring to the old historic lighthouse?
Through the chair, yes, that's correct.
Oh, does the county own that?
Yes, we do, through the chair.
So the Lighthouse Association just leases it from the county?
No, through the chair, technically, they would be like a Friends of organization, and they just do some fundraising and some maintenance, but it's purely volunteer.
And this is this is an extension of the city's river trail through that point?
Correct.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-385, authorize an intermunicipal agreement with the town.
Moved by legislator Taylor, second by legislator Daniele. Is there any discussion? Legislator Haney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through the chair, I don't understand the second sentence of the second paragraph of the transmittal. It says, the county has determined that if the value of work to be performed is in the amount of or greater than the expected revenue of the field's use. It almost sounds like something has been left out of the end of that sentence. What is the sentence trying to tell?
Yeah. Through the chair, we have an agreement, this is to allow for an agreement with the town to manage the playing fields there. In most county parks, we do that ourselves and charge a fee, and anyone can use them with a fee, like for leagues. Because they, in the past, have always just used the fields for their town recreation, they are going to continue to do that, but because there is a value of a paid fee that we as the county will then not be receiving, they're going to do some improvements of that value in Churchville Park. Most likely parking lots and some roads, things like that.
But through the chair, it says the county has determined that if the value of the work to be performed is greater than the expected revenue, what happens if the county makes that determination?
I believe, through the chair, I believe it's if there is a quote-unquote profit. So whatever they charge for leagues, if that comes back and versus their expenses, if there's an amount that they've, profited, that amount would then be given in improvements to the park.
Oh, so if they make so they're going to now be, they're going to be the renter of the
Correct.
fields. They're going to charge fees, they're going to collect fees.
Through the chair, they're going to pay referees, they're going to
Right.
yes, they're going to manage
Right.
all of that.
And if the fees exceed the cost of the referees, et cetera, they're going to use the excess to improve the fields? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, through the chair. And I believe that the dollar amount would likely be figured out at the end of the season, what that value in improvements is to us.
So they'll be doing an accounting with you folks every year?
Through the chair, correct.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, item carries. Next item.
Referral 15-389, authorize
Moved by legislator Taylor, second by legislator Daniele. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There There being no other matters, the November 18th, 2015 meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee stands adjourned. Next meeting of this Intergovernmental Relations Committee will be announced.